There is a wall between you and everything you ever wanted. Good news, that wall is invisible. Bad news, it is very real. You might know what you want, you might even know how to achieve it, but still, something doesn't allow you to act. This something is the fear of being seen. Today we are going to get rid of it to skyrocket your growth. What is fear of being seen and how does it manifest itself into your life? For example, the person must go from course to course, from education to education, studying how to do a certain thing, but never starting to actually do that thing, never using the skills he or she achieved. And you might see other people who are way less qualified, way less competent than you, who are already succeeding, who are already far ahead of you. You're wondering, why? Why is it like this? What stops me? What tells me that I'm not competent? It is a mental construct. Something inside of you lies to you. It tells you there is an objective reason for you to not actively pursue what you want. But it is a lie. And it is fear that's hidden behind it. Another example of fear of being seen in act is when a person is constantly criticizing others, especially those who pursue what he or she wants. Or when you tell yourself, pursuing what I want is not responsible. I cannot leave my job or leave my partner or whatever it is your mind tells you. It is irresponsible. And I'm a responsible person, so I cannot pursue what I want. Again, this is your mind lying to you. In fact, you're afraid of something, and this something is being seen by others. What is fear of being seen, and how did it come to be for human beings? Well, it is a very ancient evolutionary mechanism. Let's say we have an ancient part of our brain. We will call it the protector, because it actually means good for us. It wants to protect us from something. Imagine an ancient human, lives in a cave, in a tribe, hunts mammoths, and so on. At that time, to be seen was not only dangerous, it was deadly. It threatened your survival. You wouldn't want to be seen by predators or other tribes, or even by members of your own tribe as different, because that would threaten your acceptance by the tribe. And banishment is the most scary thing that could happen for a human at that time. The main task of our psyche is our safety and survival. So if our psyche knows that something is threatening our safety, it will do anything to protect us from it. Now, 21st century, we are not exactly threatened. Our survival is not exactly threatened by things that we want. If we post a YouTube video, our safety is not threatened. The hater cannot actually do anything to us. But the feeling is the same. It comes from there. Our protector is being activated. And for him, because it's such an ancient part of us, it doesn't matter if you are threatened to be killed or to be criticized. It acts and it protects you from taking risks and leaving your comfort zone. What people usually do with their fears, they try to silence them. They try to consciously stop that fear from manifesting. For example, I know that my safety is not threatened, so I tell myself, I'm not in any danger, nothing will happen to me, so stop being afraid. Does it really help? Did it really help to anybody ever? No, it won't help you because you're trying to talk to part of yourself that's not conscious. It's not your consciousness. It's not part of your consciousness. So you can't solve it and silence it by trying to talk to it logically. It won't help. Bad news. There is no way to get rid of your protector. Well, it's actually good news because you kind of want to have him. But if you cannot get rid of your protector, there must be a way to live together with him, to cooperate with him, to communicate with him, to make sure he allows you to actually do what you want. He stops preventing you from pursuing what you want, from having the future of your dreams. And it is by facing the protector, by facing the feelings that you don't want to face. Fear of being seen is actually the fear of facing certain hard feelings, hard emotions that you don't want to experience. Today we are going to dig deeper in these emotions, understand which emotions you don't want to face, and see how we can work around it. For today's video, I chose 3 emotions that are most popularly avoided by people. The first one is facing your own imperfection. People are afraid to realize it's not realization really, it's belief that's already deeply inside, and that's the problem. But if something in outside world confirms to them this belief that I'm imperfect, I'm not that great, I'm not that amazing maybe, it hurts them and they don't want to face it. That happens when you attach your worth to your project, to your work, to anything you do. And when you don't see immediate amazing result, that tells you it's not that the work is not that great yet because you're an amateur. It tells you that you are bad, you are imperfect, and this feeling is unbearable. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me. Have you seen people, this is a bit of extreme example, but have you seen people who constantly criticize YouTubers, who write these nasty comments of, these people who take their phone and record them, I wish there were more professional people, hating on you and so on. If you open the profile of that person, you will see there are no videos posted. That person never tried to pursue this career, which secretly he wants. But while he's not pursuing it, he's kind of above all YouTubers who are trying, who are making videos, who are posting. He feels like he has a right to say, no, I'm not like you, and I will not be like you. If he went out there and posted that video, he would see that it would get only one view from his mother or maybe best friend, and he would face this feeling, I'm not that great, I'm not above of everybody else, I'm imperfect, I have a long way ahead of me. And the person cannot tolerate this feeling. The only way to combat the feeling of imperfection, the fear of feeling imperfect, is by facing it. Before you ever posted a single video or wrote any chapter of your book or anything you want to pursue, you sit with yourself and you tell yourself, my first attempts will not be perfect, and that's okay. I allow myself to be imperfect. This is very powerful. You allow yourself these attempts. You allow yourself imperfect first videos, imperfect first works. This is okay because you don't attach your worth to the results of your work, to how this project is going out, if it's working out or no. I talked a lot about this in my video about detachment. If this is your problem, I do recommend you to check this video. You have to separate yourself from everything you do. Let's say right now, you're a lawyer, you're a top professional lawyer, wonderful in your career. And next year, you want to pursue making jewelry, maybe just as a hobby, or maybe you want to make it your new career. And your first jewelry pieces will be awful. You will compare them with professional people, with people who are way ahead of you, and you will think, my works are not that great. Imagine you attach your worth to it. In your life, you will do a lot of projects. You will try a lot of things. You cannot fall into this pattern and feel like I'm bad, I'm not good enough every time you try something new. It was actually misunderstanding from the very beginning. Your worth and you being perfect or good or great person is not attached to the quality of your work. It's two different things. The work is something that requires practice and patience, and you must allow yourself this practice and patience. The second feeling that people don't want to face is the feeling of their vulnerability or helplessness. A lot of people are afraid of haters, for example, because if you go to YouTube and post your video, there will be nasty people who will come to your page and will write bad comments. And you will feel bad. You will feel like, I cannot control it. I cannot do anything about it. By the way, sorry that a lot of my examples are about YouTube. It's just because I'm in this space. Recently, I posted this short.
All of you watching here, come close to the screen and listen. People don't have to like you. People don't have to love you. They don't even have to respect you. But when you look in the mirror, you better love what you see.
So the lady in the video says, people don't have to like you. People don't have to love you. They don't even have to respect you. But you, when you look into the mirror, you better love yourself. For me, when I found this speech, I thought it's so empowering. It's so great. People need to hear this. It doesn't matter what people think of you, what people perceive of you. You must always love yourself. You must always treat yourself with respect. What I didn't expect is the comments. Some people were writing to me, how is this empowerment? And I really couldn't understand how is it not. And you know how it is not. People are offended that other people don't have to like, love, or respect them. They want to control the world. You have to respect me. You can't hurt me. You can't come in comments and abuse me. Well, okay, we must respect each other. Yes, we must. But it's not really how reality works. You will go out of the house and somebody will be mean to you, and somebody will not smile at you, and somebody will tell you something nasty. This is reality. This is human world, and we live in reality, unfortunately, not in our fantasies about how the world must function. The person who lives in this illusion, they are afraid to face this reality. Somebody will be nasty and they feel helpless. They feel vulnerable and they cannot handle it. They feel like as long as they don't come out there, as long as people don't see them and they live kind of like hidden in their shell, that's when they're safe. That's when they are safe. But this is not true, because this protects you not only from imaginary danger, yeah, your protector is in action. It also protects you from your dreams. You cannot achieve them because you're so afraid. And you must remember, you're not helpless. When the person writes something about you on the internet or tells something to you into your face and it's not nice, you are powerful. You are in control. You are in control to not let it affect you. I have a nice example about fear of being seen and afraid of facing the vulnerability that I've seen in front of my eyes. So years ago, when I was younger, I was dancing professionally and I was participating in different competitions. It was a competition. I was waiting for my turn and I saw a woman whose turn was next to go and compete. She was fully dressed, ready to go. Her name was announced. The music started. She went on to the stage. She did like a couple of moves from her choreography only. She turned back from the stage in the middle of performance and went back and told to the MC, no, I can't do that. Because when she came onto the stage, there were judges sitting in front of her. And after that performance, she will receive a sheet, black and white paper, where she will have points for everything she has done on stage. The fear of facing it, the fear of not being in control was so strong, she gave up on all the efforts she put into that competition, all the money she invested in her costume, in the choreographers, and everything she spent on that competition. She was not kind to herself because of that fear. The cure to fear of vulnerability is again facing it, being okay with your vulnerability, and being in control, tapping into your power. I have a nice exercise for you to try. This is from entrepreneurship exercise, but it works as well. On a piece of paper, you put 100 squares, and your task is to collect 100 rejections. It can be straightforward no when you propose your business to somebody. It can be a nasty comment on YouTube. I don't know your niche, depends on you. And your task is to collect them. Whenever something like that happens, somebody is not nice to you, you put a tick. This shifts your focus from identifying yourself to that person behavior and feeling helpless to just consciously collecting it. It becomes just a fact. It's just a matter of life. You don't attach your emotions to it anymore. Try that exercise out. It's really good. And the third feeling that people want to avoid when they give in into the fear of being seen is the fear of abandonment. People are afraid to be abandoned by others. And this again comes from our ancient ancestors. As we said, to be banished from an ancient tribe was the most scary thing that could happen to you. Actually, death, execution, was not that scary, because execution is immediate death. Banishment is quick but scary and painful death by maybe predators or other tribes, conflicting tribes, or cold or starvation because nobody is to help you to hunt and so on. We are tribal creatures. We need each other, and at that time we needed each other even more. We needed each other for survival. So the fear of abandonment was the fear of death, was frankly, quite straightforward, our survival. So whenever we face the risk of being abandoned, the risk of being rejected, that fear takes over. How many people don't pursue their dreams just because their parents are against it, their friends are against it, their relatives are watching them on social media? Yes, if you're being rejected by your group today, you won't die, your survival is not threatened, but it feels the same scary. Because we are still group animals. We still need each other. People need each other for warmth, for cooperation, for support. People try to face this fear, to combat this fear by rejecting it, but saying, no, that's wrong. Experiencing it is wrong. Today in 21st century, I am supposed to be able to survive on my own. I'm supposed to be able to be independent. I'm not supposed to need anybody. This is so wrong on so many levels. I'm sorry, but that's not how humans work. We need each other. We need the support. We need the support group around us. It's like if you were hungry and to combat that hunger, you wouldn't go eat, but you would starve yourself for another 3 days. And you're like, I will starve myself until I don't need food anymore. It doesn't work that way. Trust me, you cannot beat the fear of abandonment by making it happen for yourself. How many people try to block all their relatives, leave their friends, leave their family just because of that? I will do this to myself instead of pushing everyone away. Try to face this fear. One of the ways to do that is to go to your loved ones and very frankly tell them, you know what? I start this new project. I'm scared. It's uncomfortable. And I really need your support. You don't have to cheer me every day or watch all of my videos if you're a YouTuber again, but at least don't criticize me. I need your support. Please give me some support. Trust me, if you're not surrounded by complete toxic, you will find a person who will support you, who will take your hand and will be with you on your way. And in fact, people don't support you not because of you, because of them. You know, haters or relatives or anybody, when they tell you nasty things, when they write nasty comments, they don't talk to you. They never talk to you. They talk to something inside of them. Because of you, they face some uncomfortable feelings. It's easier to project them onto you. You are the reason I feel bad. So you shouldn't do what you are doing. Stop it immediately. I want to feel good again. As you see, it's not a reason to give up on your dreams. Another thing to consider here is that when you're growing in a new field, in a new project, you will grow this new support group. You will find people who will support you. If you're telling to yourself, I just cannot find like-minded people, it's just not possible, you're lying to yourself. We live in 21st century. We have internet, Reddit, Quora. You can find support group today if you want to. And surround yourself with like-minded people who want what you want and who will support you every day. This is important. Don't overcome the fear of abandonment by making yourself abandoned. Find people who will support you instead. And my final piece of advice to overcome the fear of being seen, no matter which scenario you're in, which feelings you're afraid of, is the action. When you start doing what you want, even it will be imperfect, even it will be not how you want it to be, and you will feel scared. Over time, your protector will see nothing is happening. You're not in danger. Nothing happened to you. You're fine. And it will become quieter and quieter until it comes down. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it gave you a lot of insights about fear of being seen. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel where we talk weekly about self-development, success for women, femininity, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.